Hello, I'm APX Toycat, and there is a brand new Minecraft update coming out in less than 2 weeks now. So if you are not already familiar, Caves and Cliffs was going to be one update, but it was split into two at the start of this year, with Caves and Cliffs Part 1 coming out on June the 8th of 2021, and today they announced the official release date as well as some interesting feature changes to do with future updates and features you might be expecting inside that 1.18, and we're going to be talking about the where, the what, the how, etc. But first, let's explain the when. Let's not bury the lead. Caves and Cliffs Part 2 is coming on November the 30th. That's about 6 months after Caves and Cliffs Part 1, and the description of what Part 2 includes from the very same press release is that Part 2 gives the mountains and caves that you know and love a makeover, updated terrain generation, higher peaks, more elaborate cave systems, even the ore veins are larger. They all look so good, and then there's a joke about how lush caves look so good and they want to be made over like a lush cave. You know what? It's humor. They're trying their best. This is an important press release where everyone's focusing on the one detail, which is the release date, which is why they used it as an opportunity to mention a few other things that you might miss if you haven't caught this video. So this update will bring candles for everyone, which sounds like, you know, something that about half of you watching right now are like, no, candles already came out, Toycat. This update doesn't bring candles, 1.17 did. But that is your Java brain talking right there, because for whatever reason, they couldn't get the candles to release with Caves and Cliffs Part 1 on Bedrock Edition, and so instead they'll be coming in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, which is 1.18. A few people are slightly confused about the fact that Caves and Cliffs Part 1 was called 1.17, but Caves and Cliffs Part 2 is 1.18, like surely it should be 1.17 point something. No, Minecraft uses their major versions just to distinguish it's something very different, and of course this is very different to the update before, because look at all of the new caves and look at all of the new cliffs. In fact, this is one of the most interesting updates that has come to Minecraft in a while, because of course it's an amazing revamp of the way terrain generation works. It's an amazing look at how, you know, like caves can be and how they've always meant to be, really. They're being entirely redone, and the new mountains are incredible. There are new mountain biomes and whatnot. However, your question might be, so candles are coming to Bedrock and they're not to Java, but what new blocks are coming to both versions of the game? If you are playing Minecraft and Caves and Cliffs Part 2 comes out, what new blocks and items can you experience that you haven't been able to before? And I'm going to give you a comprehensive list here, so make sure you sit in. This is big. It's obviously a major version update, so it's going to be a huge list. Let's get ready. Every new item and block in 1.18. Music disc. There is a new music disc from Lena Rain titled Other Side, can be found on rare occasions in the Stronghold or Courier chests, or much more rarely in dungeon chests, has a blue and green color to ring the area of the disc, and actually, oh, that's the entire list, isn't it? Yeah, after that, it's all world generation changes, and so yeah, for the most part, what can you expect from 1.18? Don't go into this expecting a brand new bunch of items or, you know, equipment or anything like that. A lot of those things were removed at the last minute to make sure they could get the new cave and cliff generation in there, which they have in fact done, and so just keep that in mind. This is an amazing update to the world generation, and it's not so great for creative players besides the huge feature of increasing and decreasing the world height. The bottom of the world is now lower, and the top of the world is much higher, so if you're a creative player, you have more space to play around with and more pretty natural terrain. But again, this update is all about changing the way Minecraft naturally generates, so keep that in mind. I think there's a very interesting discussion to be had about should Minecraft do these kind of half updates where you get a lot of focus on one area and then not a lot of focus on others, or do you prefer less frequent updates where they update everything at once so there's something for everyone? There is very interesting debates to be had about that, and we can do that another time, but for now, I just wanted to mention a huge clarification that they mentioned regarding 1.19, which is of course the wild update. We don't know the size of that update, but we now know about some features that aren't going to be coming in that, because if you don't know, Caves and Cliffs Part 2 had to already remove the Warden. We know that's coming in the wild update, 1.19, but we don't know about the other features they removed from Caves and Cliffs Part 2, and now we have an answer, at least regarding the goat horn and, of course, the bundle, because what they said was that you may have noticed that a few items were missing from the list of new stuff, namely archaeology, bundles, and goat horns. This was not just because there was nothing quippy to write about them, because I totally could. Archaeology, I can dig it. See, gold. No, these features have been put on hold. While they won't be in the wild update, they are going to come to Minecraft in the future when we're able to add them in the best possible way. Until then, you have a bunch of mountains to climb and caves to dive into. That's going to take some time, especially if you navigate like I do, minimal planning, maximum constants. And then finally, they clarify this update will be available on Minecraft Bedrock Edition for Xbox Series X, for Xbox Series S, Xbox One, and PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, iOS, Android, Windows 10, and Windows 11. That's right, Minecraft is available on Windows 11, which is the one place that Bedrock Minecraft... Yeah, it used to be just on Windows 10 if you're on PC, but now it's on Windows 11 as well. And then if you're on any other PC platform, such as Windows before Windows 10, or Mac OS or Linux, you can get it on Java Edition, and on November the 30th, you'll be able to download that update with all of its new things, but not with any archaeology, not with any bundles, not with any goat horns, but way more importantly, the world is changing entirely, and so is the Minecraft world generation. Haha, it's very funny, I know. A part of me feels pretty smug because I predicted this update, exactly correctly when we spoke about the release date a week ago, and people were like, no, that's not confirmed, so ha 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 ha. But then also I feel a little bit bummed because I booked a flight, my first recreational flight in like a very long time, and it's for November 30th to go to Prague, and it looks like I'm not going to Europe because I'm playing some Minecraft. And over the next couple of weeks until Caves and Cliffs comes out, I'm going to be talking about some of the features you might not have known about and how they work, and some of the weird things over here on this channel. Make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on so you can see more of that. I am incredibly excited for this update. I will be letting you know about some of the weird quirks when it is officially in our hands on November the 30th, and indeed over the course of December, which as we all know is the best month. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and have a Merry Christmas and an even happier Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Goodbye.